One of the things that I did in 2017 was probably one of the riskiest decisions of my life since I left my career in insurance. In fact, it all started when my friend Michael Hyatt one day was a guest on my podcast, and he said this.
Well, I've told you before, this is why I listen to your podcast. It's not because I need more technical information on podcasting. I just listen to you because I like the way that you think about life, how you approach the problems you're trying to solve, and just your voice. So you could be talking about anything, and I'd be interested.
After I heard that, and I had that sentiment come up a number of times. In fact, I had some students who paid $2,000 to go through my Podcasting A to Z course. And the whole promise of Podcasting A to Z is I'm going to teach you how to launch a podcast. But I had students, multiple, who signed up multiple times for this course. And I'm like, you already launched your podcast the first time. I know, but I just love the fact that I get unlimited access to ask you as many questions as I desire. And so that got me to thinking, I wonder if I could make a living answering people's questions related to mindset and business and take all this personal and professional development stuff that I've picked up and learned over the years and use that as the primary generator of income in my business, leaving behind the world of podcasting. When it comes to the technical consulting for a season of my life. What if I could get people over the course of a couple of years to no longer think of Cliff Ravenscraft as the podcast answer man, but as the mindset answer man? And that's exactly what I've been working on since November 2017. I started the dream of that in January 2015, and I began to test the waters of new income streams. I began to immerse myself in the study of the business model and different things that I could do. And I began to test the waters of validating products and services, figuring out who the right clients were, what my marketing message is. And one day I went and read this book called The Big Leap, and I'm like, okay, it's ready. It's time. I cannot put this off anymore. It's time for me to go from my zone of excellence into my zone of genius. And for me, my zone of genius is basically having conversations with people and helping them break out of their own limited perception of what's possible, helping people rediscover their true identity and to reconnect to the ability to dream big dreams, and then helping them overcome any limiting belief, thought, feeling, or behavior that is keeping them from experiencing the life they feel most called to live in this world, in any and every area of life. I wanted to be known as the Mindset Answer Man. So one day I went to a whiteboard and I said, okay, I don't have to generate $500,000 a year in my business, but over the next year, to be able to maintain the kind of lifestyle that I feel called to live and to provide for my family and my community in the way that I'm currently showing up, I want to generate a minimum of $20,000 every single month in my business. So what I did is I said, okay, I'm going to go to this whiteboard over here and I'm going to write down different income streams that I think I could pursue where each income stream in and of itself could generate $20,000 a month or $240,000 a year. And so the first item that I wrote down was paid mastermind groups. And then I wrote down 20 people paying $1,000 a month. That was one idea. The next one was workshops, paid live workshops here in my Next Level studio. Matter of fact, let me just show you real quickly. Of course, I think my office might be a little bit of a mess and the lights are turned off. But over there, that's the other side of my studio. Going over to the left, that goes back several more feet. And there's a whiteboard and a television I can put in the front of the room, and I do classroom teaching style. And if I had, let's say, 12 people who paid $2,000 a piece, well, gosh, I could make over $20,000 in profit in a single weekend workshop. And I even offered an option where one person might have the option to pay $7,500 and stay an extra day and have a full 8 hours of coaching and consulting with me. That would bring me up to as much as $35,000 in a single weekend. So I wrote that as an option on my whiteboard. Now, the third option that I wrote down was an annual conference. I had already done some research, found that $60,000 would be the amount of production that it would cost me to be able to pull everything off the way that I want to, and to have someone else do everything related to all of the production of that event, hiring the audio video guys, the stage, the workbooks, the name tags, the catering, the table settings, everything. I just want to be able to show up, deliver my talks, and have my speakers have their talks prepared and ready to go. I just want it all done for me. So I had already done the math. It was going to be about $60,000 of investment for what the kind of event I wanted to pull off, specifically where I wanted to pull it off.
I have followed Cliff's content for a while now, and when I heard that he was going to put on Free the Dream Conference, I really wanted to come. I am leaving today inspired, encouraged to do the things that God has created me to do in this world.
I've had a lot of dreams over the years, and this conference has really helped me uncover those. Some of them are deep, and some of them made me cry. Every single day got better and better, and I feel more and more inspired, and I laughed more, and I got more relaxed, and I got more comfortable with the fact that I even have dreams.
It seems like our culture is conditioned to think it's completely normal to feel overwhelmed, exhausted, stressed, and depressed almost all of the time. It's not only accepted, but it's almost expected of us.
Couldn't have come at a better time, because I have a lot of limiting beliefs that Cliff's talks have helped me kind of work through, and realize that I can be as successful as my brain will allow me to be. And Free the Dream has allowed me to kind of break down some of those barriers that I didn't even realize I had.
It's been so encouraging to be in an environment where other people have been experiencing the same exact thing, and it's been such a relief.
The way that we relate to the stuff of our life is actually what starts to create our intentions and our motivations.
I know already what I need to do when it comes to marketing, but there's other things that were stopping me from actually executing on that. I'm building the business that I wanted to online. So what I've gotten from this event is how I can reprogram how I think to take the actions that I desire and I want.
Why don't we have that abundant life? An abundance of money will not cure a poverty of soul.
So if you have a dream, that's there for a reason. It's on the inside of you. You need to come to Free the Dream and just have that pulled out of you. And if you already know what it is, it's just going to help it grow and multiply.
So those were 3 streams of income independently. Each on their own could replace the income that I needed to go from Podcast Answer Man to Mindset Answer Man. But that's where I have been. That's what I've been working on. And I have some other things that I've been up to, but I'm going to share those in other vlog updates. I will share with you specifically some of the other things that I've been working on these last few years. But I wanted to come back to my YouTube channel. I wanted to come back and start creating some vlog content again. And and I just tell you some stories. Where have I been? So this is part 1 of that series. Part 1 is I've been working mostly focused on the Next Level Mastermind. And specifically, if you are a full-time self-employed business owner, if you have already created a product or service that is being sold to an ideal client and you're consistently generating revenue month after month, then I would love to talk to you about the Next Level Mastermind if you're interested. Head over to nextlevelmastermind.info. Check out that URL. That's not .com, by the way. It's nextlevelmastermind.info. Read all the information there. Watch all of the videos there and see if it resonates with you. I am coming up on a season where I have a few open seats in my AM group of the Next Level Mastermind, which meets Wednesday mornings, and my PM group of the Next Level Mastermind group that meets on Thursday evenings. But here's what I want to say. If you are on the journey of full-time self-employment and you've ever felt lonely, you've struggled with a mindset of going from employee to business owner, if you find yourself generating significant amount of revenue, but you're just barely surviving financially, if you find yourself sometimes faced with decisions that are well beyond what your peer group in life understands, they're not able to give you insightful advice because they don't have the same kind of issues that they face each week that you face as a business owner. If you'd like to do life with other business owners who are consistently and persistently devoted to unceasing personal and professional development, always learning new things, sharing everything that we're learning along the way, check out nextlevelmastermind.info. Read everything, watch everything, and if this is for you, you will know. And then just submit an application there at nextlevelmastermind.info. That is one of the things that I have been working on lately. I am going to wrap up this video, and I will be back very soon. Of course, if you want to get access to all the things that I'm sharing online, make sure you join my email newsletter. Head over to mindsetanswerman.com/free. There's a special bonus video that you can watch there. Could just change your life forever. mindsetanswerman.com/free. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for those of you who have been subscribed to my YouTube channel and have been asking me over and over again, Cliff, where have you been? We'll talk to you soon. Until next time, I encourage you to take everything you do to the next level.